Hey there, boils and ghouls. I'm Mr. Macabre, and welcome back to my movie library. Yeah, it's been a little bit since the last time I made a video, and the reason for that was because I was thinking I was going to have a bigger Black Friday haul video than I ended up actually having. Yeah, this past weekend obviously was Black Friday weekend, and I have to say, I turned out I was a little bit disappointed. I did order some stuff. I did get on the Severin website, and I ended up ordering I did get the Bay of Blood, yeah, the $60 big box set and everything else. I did order that, so I got that one coming. And I ordered the Ghost with Barbara Steele. Um, I did get on Vinegar Syndrome's website, and that's probably going to be my biggest Black Friday haul video is going to be from Vinegar Syndrome. That's where I picked up a lot of stuff. I upgraded quite a bit of stuff from Blu-ray to 4K and just picked up some titles too that I didn't have. I'm definitely going to end up beefing up my Dario Argento collection, that's for sure. But but yeah, just I was sitting there thinking, before Black Friday, I was sitting there thinking to myself, yeah, I'm going to be able to get on there. I had a list of movies that I thought I was going to be able to pick up, and turns out a lot of these movies didn't end up going on sale. I mean, I was sitting there thinking like, okay, Weapons. I want to get Weapons on 4K. Everybody keeps telling me I need to see it. It's a really good movie, and I thought I was going to get it. Turns out no. It's like did not drop in price at all. Um, Companion. That was another movie I thought maybe would drop in price a little bit. The Substance. I mean, there was a list of movies I had that I thought they were going to drop to a reasonable price. I'd be able to get my hands on them, and no, they didn't. I only ended up getting about four titles here. Like I said, the rest of everything I got was from Vinegar Syndrome. They did have there were three other Severin tiles I wanted to get my hands on, but they didn't post those until later, and by then it's like I pretty much spent, about all the money that I had saved up for Black Friday shopping. So I was like, well, I wanted to get the 4K for The Devil's Rain and the two Jess Franco movies, Vampiros Lesbos and She Killed in Ecstasy. I wanted to get those on 4K, but yeah, because they didn't put those on the website right away. It was like a couple of days before they actually posted those. So I admit, I thought, well, I guess they're not gonna do that. So I just pretty much got on Vinegar Syndrome, and that's where most of my Black Friday shopping was done. So yeah, so when I get that stuff in, obviously I'm going to show it off. But yeah, I did, yeah, I made a killing on Vinegar Syndrome's website. But I do have four tiles here to show you. Um, I went to the record store today. I traded in a few things, got enough store credit, and two of these things, no, three of these things I got from Amazon, and one of them I got at the record store. Um, yeah, I got this one from the record store. I did some Christmas shopping. So, but anyway, I mentioned this a little while ago when I did the video talking about how want to support 88 Films American releases because they're starting to do American releases now. So I picked this up, thanks to store credit, paid no money out of pocket. You already know what it is. It's SS Experiment Camp. So not a very good movie to be truthfully honest with you, but like I said, it's like it cost me no money out of pocket, and I got to admit I'm not the hugest fan of exploitation movies, but like I said, mainly I just wanted to get it just to kind of support 88 Films, and hopefully we'll start getting more and more American releases from them. So as you can tell, I already got the slipcover in the case. Again, I wasn't able to fit the J card into there, but yeah, but here you go. And it's kind of cool too, because I mean, it looks like you have an alternate cover on there, so I mean, obviously I'm going to, if I was going to display it, it'd be like this, But, I mean, if you ever want to display it, you could always turn it around and there you go, display it like this. But, yeah, I went ahead and I picked this up and, checked it out here. And, yeah, you got, it is, the movie itself isn't particularly all that good, to be honest with you. It's very exploitation. It's, I mean, if you're going into this thinking you're going to get some kind of, thinking you're going to get some kind of like reality, fact based account of what it was like in concentration camps during World War II, you are going to be so mistaken. Like, this is just, it's pure exploitation, it's pure sleaze, it's gore. This was on, I don't remember if it was on the first, second, or even third list of the Video Nasties. I just do know that it was on one of the Video Nasties lists. I just don't remember which one right offhand. But yeah, I mean, this here, it's, just a lot of, it's like a lot of beautiful naked Italian women walking around and a lot of, just softcore simulated sex scenes, some torture scenes, some kind of gross out surgery scenes and stuff like that, some blood and gore and everything else. And, in true 70s style, it's, it's a very nihilistic, very downbeat ending. But, when you're watching this, and that's the thing, when you're going to approach a movie like this, you got to realize, the 70s, if you're somebody who has never watched a lot of 70s movies and like you're kind of getting into that decade of movies, one thing you're going to realize is like 70s was probably, I would say probably the ballsiest, just most risk-taking decade for movies. I mean, that was the decade where they were really like trying to push the envelope and were like really trying to do more and trying to get movies to show more and everything. I mean, hell, the 70s, that's when they were really trying to make pornography a mainstream, legitimate film genre, I mean, hell, that's basically the plot of the movie Boogie Nights. It's kind of like a kind of half true, kind of half truth, half fiction kind of movie about, that decade during the 70s when they were really trying to make pornography legitimate and try to make it to have pornography up there on the same wavelength as like a genres like westerns or sci-fi dramas, horrors, comedy, whatever else, they were trying to get pornography as a legitimate film genre. So, like basically, yeah, when you go into watching movies from the 70s, it's like you really are the most risk-taking decade of film. And I mean, obviously that never worked, but it's like they did try. So, but anyway, so yeah, this here, you got a lot of bonus features here. Let's see, brand new 4K restoration from original camera negatives presented in ultra high definition in 1:5:1 aspect ratio, presented in Dolby Vision high dynamic range, HDR10 compatible, high definition, Blu-ray in 1:5:1 aspect ratio also included, English 2.0 LPCM mono and optional SDH subtitles, Italian 2.0 LPCM mono with newly translated English subtitles, audio commentary by Italian cinema experts Eugenio Orcolani and Nani Cobretti. To be truthful, I watched the commentary a little while ago. I was like, to be truthful, as those two are not particularly fans of this, this Nosploitation subgenre, that was kind of more in the 70s, Sadistically Yours, Sergio G, an interview with director Sergio Garone, Essayist Sound, an interview with music historian Pier Paolo Di Sanctis, I hope I said that right. The Alibizio Dynasty, an interview with editor Eugenio Alabiso. Sorry. Framing Exploration, an interview with cinematographer Maurizio Centini. Italian opening and closing titles, original trailer. Reverse Lee featuring uncensored new art by artist Joel Robinson. So that's what he was doing on the Satellite Love when he was not watching bad movies with Crow and Servo. Huh. Okay. Curious about what Joel Robinson was doing in his spare time on the Satellite Love. Interesting. And original Italian poster art. Italian poster. I don't remember getting the poster in there. But anyway, so yeah, this is what you got on here. And I'll show you the... There you go. This is the alternative artwork, the uncensored artwork. There is a scene where a girl tries to escape from the concentration camp and she gets strung up, upside down, kind of crucified, upside down. And there you go. There's the back. Open it up. You got your little pamphlet booklet there. Sorry, I just showed boobs. Please forgive me. But there's the back of it. And, it's just a thin little pamphlet. Just, some writing and stuff about the movie and everything else. So, yeah. But, yeah. Not much to it. One thing I will say that's kind of nice. It is a little bit different from the 11 Days, 11 Nights 2 4K. In the sense that even though the disc has the same artwork, both discs have different color scheme, so it is a little bit easier to, tell the difference between the 4K and the Blu-ray. As you can see, there's the black for the 4K, and a kind of bluish color for the Blu-ray. And as you can see there, you got the logo right there. It's region free. So, like I said, again, that's one of the reasons why I really want to support 88 Films doing American releases, because we could start they could start doing releases here in America and they'd be quite a bit cheaper. So of course the alternative artwork is the same as the slipcover that I just showed you. So but the movie does look great on 4K. Like I said, it's not a particularly good movie, but I will say they did an amazing job with the 4K restoration. It looks fantastic. The sound is really good on it. Certain colors do pop, especially the reds. I definitely noticed that the color red definitely does stick out. Being a 70s movie, it's like, yes, there is a level of grain, but even though there is grain, and yeah, true, maybe like some scenes, maybe just a tiny bit grainier than others. For the most part, pretty much the picture quality is really nice. It's a very clean image, a very clean transfer. But yeah, there is, some grain. Like I said, some scenes just might be a little bit heavier than others, but still, it's probably the best this movie has ever looked or ever will look. And it does look fantastic, and like I said, it's like, got this for no money out of pocket, so I can't complain. I can't sit here and say like, oh, I wasted my money. I could say that I wasted my store credit, but honestly, you know what? I'm happy. So, it's going to be nice to support 88 Films American releases, and I do sincerely hope that we do get more of them in the future. So there is that. Now, the rest of the things I picked up, I went in and picked this up. It was only $12.49. I know I didn't get it with a slipcover, but, considering the popularity of this movie, I'm sure I could probably at some point come up with some idea to, display this movie in a much nicer way, but yeah, it's just a standard edition. I know some people are going to be like, really, you picked that up? Yes, I did. I picked up Superman. It was only $12.49, and, I don't mind the film. I thought it was okay. It's definitely not my favorite of the Superman movies, that's for sure. I do really appreciate and respect Henry Cavill's Superman. I honest to God do. I will say, though, sorry, this is just me. I come from my generation Superman was Christopher Reeve. Okay, I'm sorry. To me, he is top. That's just my opinion. Okay, he is top tier Superman. Always was, always will be. That being said, though, like I said, I take nothing away from Henry Cavill. I think he did an amazing job. He was a brilliant Superman. He did a fantastic job. And this movie, I did have some fun with it. It was entertaining in some parts. It's definitely got its problems. I won't lie about that. David Cornsweet, I think he did. I think he was an admirable Superman. Do I think he's better than Cavill or Reeves? No, but still, I mean, I was not like offended by his performance. I didn't hate him. I thought he was, a good enough Clark Kent Superman. I thought he was a likable enough Clark Kent Superman. So I really have no problems with him playing the part, and I do like some of the humor. I like some of the, more heartwarming moments of the film. Crypto, I'm kind of 50-50 on. There are moments I really like Crypto, and there are moments where that dog kind of just really gets on my nerves. I do like the other characters, like I get it confused. Is it Mr. Terrific or Mr. Fantastic? I like him as a character. Hawk Girl's pretty good. Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern. He's pretty funny. I mean, I do really, really like Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. I think, my God, I mean, he's no Gene Hackman, but he is definitely I'm sorry, Snyderverse fans, but in my opinion, Nicholas Hoult is infinitely better as Lex Luthor than Jesse Eisenberg. I will take Nicholas Hoult over Jesse Eisenberg any day of the week. Okay, I like a lot of it too. I like is the fact that Nicholas Hoult was one of the few actors who wasn't so damn vain. He's like, no, if I play Lex Luthor, I'm not going to play him bald. I'll do maybe a couple of scenes where I wear a bald cap, but the rest of it, I got to have my hair and all that stuff. I know Gene Hackman was kind of, I heard that, yeah, Gene Hackman was kind of vain about it. Like, he was not going to shave his head and all that kind of stuff. So it was like, but, so they had like, a couple of scenes, he wore a bald cap and stuff. But, and I'm pretty sure that's what Nicholas Hoult did. I think he just wore kind of like a bald cap and everything, and then they just digitally made it look more like just his shaved head and stuff. But yeah, he did a great job. So yeah, I mean, not a movie I would shell out $30 for, but I figured, well, for $12.49, I can go ahead and I can go for that. So why not? So I did. I got Superman on 4K. This one here, got this for a really, really good price, and upgrading this from DVD to Blu-ray. Now that I picked this up, Anyway, I got The Tingler with Vincent Price. Got this for a really good markdown price, and yes, this is the Scream Factory Blu-ray. Probably be like, hey, dipshit, you know anybody else to put a Blu-ray of this out? Who knows? But of course, watch. Now that I picked this up, probably tomorrow, Kino Lorber will make an announcement that they're going to do this one on 4K. Now that I picked up the Blu-ray, but anyway, so yeah, not a particularly great movie, I got to be honest, but Vincent Price is so much fun to watch, and just the whole gimmick behind the movie, the idea that that you have to scream. The only way to stop the Tingler is you have to scream, and like even the part where the movie stops and Vincent Price is telling everybody to scream for your lives, and just that whole fun, just that kind of whole like spectacle and everything that William Castle was known for and stuff. It would be so cool if we could see that kind of stuff brought back to theaters again. I would love to go see, like the Tingler on a screening, and they do that thing, or was it? I think it was this one where they, put like the little buzzers in some of the seats, and like they would just arbitrarily hit the buttons and the buzzers would go off, and ooh, and all that stuff, and just wow, so yeah, but yeah, this movie would not be near as good as what it is if it wasn't for Vincent Price. But the scene there, that was pretty cool. The scene where the hand is coming up out of the bathtub of blood and everything else. So, but yeah, a good fun movie. And here's my DVD of it. So now I'll finally get to upgrade to Blu-ray. So there you go. I might just take the DVD and just pop it in there and make a Blu-ray DVD combo out of it. So, but yeah, nice to finally upgrade this one. Last but not least, yeah, I upgraded one DVD, but just wound up picking up something else on DVD. And I'm glad I got this, but I'm still kind of baffled by it. I picked up Superstore, the complete series. A very good show, very funny show. The main thing that got me into it was Mark McKinney from Kids in the Hall. If you guys just saw it was the Why I Won't Bash DVD Collectors video, where you guys see that I have the entire series of Kids in the Hall, and Mark McKinney was one of the stars on there. But yeah, I always liked the show. It was really good. It's really funny. And I got this for only $23.11, I think. So for the complete series, that's not bad. I just am perplexed as to why this got only a DVD release and not a Blu-ray release. Even if this show, I'm not sure if this show had been shot on 4K or 2K, but that this show was shot in high definition. So there really is no excuse why this did not get, at the very least, a Blu-ray release. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Yeah, but DVD is pretty much the only way to get the whole series, to own it. And so I went for it. So I do have it. The entire 6 seasons, is that it? Yep, the entire 6 seasons of the show. I much would have preferred a nice Blu-ray set, but that's not what we get. We get the DVD. Maybe somewhere down the line, now that Shout Factory's pretty much out of the game, maybe somebody else will get a hold of this and the rights to this, and they'll put out a Blu-ray set somewhere down the line, and hopefully I can upgrade. But anyway, so yeah, just still, not the way I prefer to have it, but still better than not having it at all. So I got Superstore, the complete series, very fun, very, very funny comedy series, and I really enjoy it. So only 4 titles I picked up. So Superstore, the complete series, The Tingler on Blu-ray, Superman on 4K, and SS Experiment Camp. So that's it pretty much. So don't wander away too far, because I put in my orders pretty early, but it just depends. It depends on how soon you get your order in before they decide to ship them out. So I could get my Vinegar Syndrome releases in here pretty quick. Severin, I don't know, but hopefully it won't be too long. And hopefully down the line, if you're interested to see what I got from Severin and Vinegar Syndrome, stick around. So videos of those will definitely be coming down the line. So that's it. So yeah, wasn't exactly the Black Friday though I had in mind. Like I said, I had a list of stuff that I thought I was going to get, and it just did not happen. It's really surprised me. But as they say, it is what it is. So that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch all of this, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, would you mind giving a like? Maybe share the video. If you want to comment about anything, go ahead and drop a comments below. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And here we are. We're already heading toward the end of the year. So I got my Black Friday shopping done, but some of the pickups are going to be kind of few and far between, because I got people, friends and family telling me, don't really try not to buy much of anything, because Christmas is coming, want to get you some stuff for Christmas. So yeah, but I'll probably get back to work on doing some more of these what's in my library videos and stuff. So that's it. So take care, everybody. Have a good night. Love your movie library, and I'll see you all later. Bye.